Hey guys, welcome back to another brand new video. The project we'll be talking about in this video is called OBS. Now, I know why a lot of you guys clicked on this video. You're looking at an opportunity to invest in a company that is a startup, that is a new startup that has just launched, that is here to provide a service, to provide a use that a lot of different people will be utilizing. And because of that, the company, it will become more and more profitable, and those who invest into it are the ones that will be able to benefit in the future. So the motive that we have in general is this, and that is why we're here in this video talking about this project. So in this video, we'll talk about what this company is, what this project is, what it has to offer, what potential does it have. We're going to talk about the statistics, and I'm talking numbers here, on the potential that it has, what the target audience is, how much valued the target audience is, and what this company is offering is going to be useful to users. How many users will it be able to garner? So we'll talk about all these things. But as always, even though we are going to talk about the investor point of view, this is not a financial advice. This is not an investment advice. This video is made for educational purpose, so we are able to learn from it, learn what this project is, what it has to offer. But if you want to invest into it, it'll be entirely up to you. There is a pre-sale live, which is an opportunity that we have ahead of us. So make sure that you do your investigation research. I'll provide all the information to you in this video and also in the links. So make sure that you check those out. Now, let's get into the video. And the first thing that we want to learn is what OBS is. There's a software that is called ERP. That stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. Now, this software is used by almost every company out there in the world. And every year, there's like thousands and hundreds of thousands, probably millions of companies and new startups that are launched every single year. And this software is one of the most important software that the company needs in order to be successful. What it does is you have a lot of different, if a company is there to offer some sort of service or they're selling a product, there's a lot of people involved in it, in that company that will be performing it. For instance, we have suppliers, we have manufacturers, brokers, sales representatives, logistics service providers, sellers, and buyers. There's a need for communication, a proper communication between these. And there's a need to keep a track of transactions between all these people. There's a need for exchange of data. There's a need to keep record of all that data. There's need to generate invoices. There's need for procurement. There's need for keeping reports on how much the company is generating. We need information about the payrolls and everything. Like, we're going to talk about all these things in this video. But these are all the things that the company needs to keep a track of. And that is what this software offers. Now, there's a lot of different softwares out there. OBS is developing one of these. But the difference is, those softwares, there's limitations. There's some problems in those softwares. What OBS is offering is a new kind of ERP software, Enterprise Resource Planning software, that is for Web3 companies. Now, we know that Web3 companies are the next big thing, and there's a lot of new Web3 companies that are being launched. There's a lot of crypto projects that are being launched. So we have seen an influx of projects, and all of them require this. But the traditional ERP softwares are not being able to fulfill all of the needs for Web3 projects. And that is why we have OBS. Now, one thing is clear, that what this platform, this project, this company has to offer is something that projects do need, and there is no alternative, no proper alternative available to companies right now. So that ensures adoption. And we know this thing for a fact, that with more and more adoption, with more users coming into it, with more companies that will be utilizing the ERP software of OBS, the company will be generating a mass revenue. And because of it, it will be getting more and more valued. And the important thing here is that we have a native currency for which we have a pre-sale available right now. Now, I know a lot of us fear that a lot of companies offer to build something. They run their pre-sale for it. Once it's over, they never end up developing it. And this is a major concern, and it is a very valid concern here. But in this project, they do not need to worry about this because we have one of the major module that has been released. So we have proof that it is developing what it is promising. This is the dashboard that we have. We can connect our wallet right here, and we can generate new invoices. There's the invoice box, and this will show the invoices that we have sent. So it'll show open sales invoice, the sales invoices that are closed, then invoice inbox, and then new invoices. This is where you can, they can generate the invoice, which is one of the biggest issue for companies to generate invoices properly. And this overall shows that they already have developed most of it. This is one of the module that we have right now, which is known as INV Digital Invoice. So this is a proof that they are developing it. They have developed this thing so far, and they will be developing more and more modules to complete this whole ERP software. Right now, you can see this is the website. Furthermore, we have the pre-sale page, which if you want to take part in, you first have to register. A simple process, not really complicated. I'll show you guys right here. So you click on sign up, you put in your name, your email address, password, repeat password, and then you confirm. It'll send a verification email to the email that you provided, and you'll be verifying it from there. Once it is done, you'll simply sign in, and this is the dashboard that you are going to see. So currently we have the pre-sale phase 2 that is running, in which we have one OBS that is being sold for 0.1 USD. So not really a lot. You'll be able to get 10 OBS for $1. And right now, this is the amount that they have raised, and this is the total amount that is up for sale. So we have a decent amount to go to, and I think we're going to have some days left to it. So you will have enough time to study this project in detail and make up your mind for it. This is a really solid project, a really genuine project. We have the whole team that is on their LinkedIn, so we can see all their profiles, their employees. Then they also have partnered with a lot of reputable firms in the crypto industry. Some of the names that we are well aware of, like we have Constellation, Chainlink, Morpheus Network, and Konami. They have their launchpad that is coming soon, and one of their advisors are actually well-known people as well. Like we have Benjamin Jorgensen, that is the CEO of Constellation. Then we have Dr. Kirk Bourne, who is a former NASA scientist. Then we have Dr. Lyndon Ledbetter, who is Doctor of Economics. So these advisors are well known and really experienced, which is a proof that this is a credible project, something that we can trust. So far, we have learned what this project is, what OBS is, what ERP is, why ERP is used by companies, what significance does it have. Then we talked about the investor point of view, investor perspective on whether this project have potential or not. So if we talk about the market opportunity, and if we talk about numbers and statistics to prove whether this project has potential or not, we have over 305 million startups every single year. Most of them end up failing. Almost 90% of them end up failing. And those who succeed, they eventually turn into reputable companies. And they amount to about 30 million a year, which is again a really solid number. And then if we talk about the Web3 projects, we have over more than 20,000. 50% of them are sadly inactive. So in total, we have about like 10 to 11,000. We have over more than 334 million companies that are operating in the world. So not only that OBS has potential to grab interest of the Web3 projects and Web3 companies, but other companies out there, which from research, it proved that 70% of the retailers that are planning to accept cryptocurrency payments by over 2025. So eventually the traditional companies will be utilizing this as well. Now the question arises that OBS is not the only platform that is offering this software. There's a lot of other softwares that are being offered. So why would people will be choosing this over the others? Now here's the problem in the current ERP softwares. They're basically patchworks. They're formed by combining different modules and functions that are not properly coordinated. And these softwares constantly require updates. These new versions does not really fit into the whole architecture of the software. And this is what other companies take benefit of. They would offer additional add-ons for extra cost that should ideally be offered within the ERP software. So what the companies are facing right now is that they bought this whole software, they're using it, then there's some components missing, there's some functions that are missing. The newer versions does not really add up to it. They're not compatible with it. The functions in them are not coordinated. So when they want other functionalities to be added that are not already added into the software, they're required to go to other companies to buy that module, to buy that upgrade or add-ons, which of course cost them extra money. They have to pay additional license fee, and that creates a dependency relationship with that other company. So this is one of the biggest problems that is currently being faced in current ERP softwares. And there are other problems as well, like these softwares, they're not ready for Web3 companies. They have no support for cryptocurrencies, no support for smart contracts. So for Web3 companies, this will be the only option. Then there's low employee productivity. There is no symbiosis of functions. There's server inefficiency, low data security, and something that we already discussed. We have third-party companies that take advantage of these companies by offering add-ons and so forth. So here's the solution that is being offered by OBS. So the ERP software of OBS, it is an all-in-one blockchain-based software which keeps a track of every transaction in the company, regardless of whether you're selling a physical product or service. All of the transactions, they are tracked. There's a record for them that is being kept, which are stored in a decentralized manner, which we know that it provides highest security when it is decentralized. If it's centralized, it is being kept in one place. If there's any attack that occurs over there, then all of the data, all of the records are lost. This issue does not exist anymore when it is decentralized. And then for the Web3 companies, they have crypto warehouse that is being offered that allows to keep track of every wallet and smart contract that is used, which gives this an edge over other softwares. So by all means, this is a company that is offering and developing the software, their own software, that will be adopted by not only the Web3 companies, but also other companies that are currently facing problems in their current ERP softwares. So this proves that it has something to offer that people really need, the companies really need, and the market is huge. Of course, they will be generating revenue from the companies that will be using the product in different ways, but the fees will be really, really less in comparison to other ERP softwares, which will give another reason for the companies to switch to this software. And when that happens, it will be generating a decent revenue. It will be growing as a whole, and the people who take part in it, they basically kind of like have shares in this company. They'll be able to benefit. They'll be able to get a decent return out of it. And that is the opportunity that we have in front of us. We have the Presale Live, in which we can get the tokens at a discounted price. So if you are interested, if this is in any way intriguing to you, then I think that is a wonderful opportunity. I'll give you guys all the links that will be in the description, so you can use those to check this out. You can read their white paper, you can take a look at their website, you can take a look at their LinkedIn, you can become a part of their community, you can join their social media channels and whatsoever, and then you can decide on your own. But yeah, this is all I have for you guys in this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one shortly. So stay tuned.